You feel that? It's quiet. It's a new year. Guys, we made it through 2021. Give yourself a pat on the back, take a deep breath, and get excited because we have a whole new year of movies ahead of us. I am really excited about this year, I'm going to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of good things coming. I genuinely really do. Compared to the last 2 years, it has to be. It has to be.
Because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't.
So today I'm going to be going over my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2022. Now it is worth noting that there are a few that I did want to put on the list, but I didn't either because I'm not quite sure if they're actually confirmed for this year or I really don't know anything about them, including Knives Out 2, Disappointment Boulevard, and an untitled David O. Russell project that stars like half of Hollywood. I'm very interested in that, but I couldn't put it on the list because there's like nothing out about it. So starting off with some honorable mentions, Scream, which there are a few Halloween and scary movies coming out this year, and I easily could have chosen any of them, but I really love Scream. I saw it for the first time in 2020, and not only was it just a very fun mystery, but it was genuinely pretty scary, and I'm really excited to see the original cast back in this one. The Elvis movie, which I'm super excited for because my family loves Elvis Presley. The Fabelmans, which isn't on my top 10 only because I don't know too much about it and I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but very excited. Of course, I'm excited about this movie. It's a portrait of Steven Spielberg, directed by Steven Spielberg. So, Don't Worry, Darling, which is a psychological thriller starring Florence Pugh and Harry Styles, and Death on the Nile, which was supposed to come out, I think, last year, and it was also on my honorable mentions for last year, so definitely excited about it again this year. At number 10, Jurassic World Dominion. I'm shocked this isn't higher, but I am still very excited about it. I think it's lower only because the second one was just not great. I know this is the movie Colin Trevorrow wanted to make, so it's going to be probably really good because this is the idea that he had. He said he had to make the first two to get to this one, which, I don't think was the greatest reason to make both of them, but this is the one that he was really excited for. This is the one that is very different from pretty much anything they've done except for a little bit of The Lost World. I haven't seen the first 5-minute prologue they gave us because I don't want to ruin anything for myself, but I'm really interested to see where this goes. Hopefully this puts the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movies back on track. At number 9, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. That is the best fucking title I have seen in a long time. It is a movie starring Nick Cage about Nick Cage, and he's trying to get more money and more acting roles. This is going to be the funniest, most self-aware movie we have had in a long time. As soon as I saw that this was coming out, I looked up the trailer. I told my brother about it. I'm so excited. This has to be one of the most fun movies that's going to be coming out this year, and one that you just can't take seriously because it's not going to take itself seriously. At number 8, The Northman. I have been looking forward to Robert Eggers' new movie for, I think it's 2 years now that we've known about it, because I love The Witch. I saw The Lighthouse. It wasn't my favorite, but it's grown on me. But his style in general is just so haunting and quiet. I was super excited for whatever he did next, and I finally saw the trailer for The Northman, and it looks exactly as I would have imagined. Very dark and gritty and haunting, but very strange. It's definitely got its fair share of moments that I'm like, that's going to be some weird psychedelic abstract thing that they dream about or just happens for no apparent reason, and I'm expecting it fully. It looks very weird, but it looks really good. I am stoked for this one. I definitely feel like I'm going to like it better than The Lighthouse. I don't know if I'll like it better than The Witch, but we'll see. At number 7, Thor: Love and Thunder. We don't know too much about this yet. We do know that Natalie Portman is back as Jane, and she is going to be a bigger character and have her own powers in this one. And I think the Guardians might be in it, and it's also directed by Taika Waititi, plus the fact that Thor is now really funny. Yeah. So all of that put together means that even without knowing almost anything about it, I'm very excited for it. Thor has become one of the most fun aspects of the MCU, which is weird considering when he started, he was one of the most boring aspects of the MCU. Honestly, I don't need this one to like push anything in the MCU. I don't need it to be something that's like major or grand or make some big entrance in the MCU. I just want it to be another fun one like Ragnarok was. At number 6, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Again, I'm very sad that this is not higher on my list, kind of like Jurassic World, because, I mean, Harry Potter's my number 1, you know that. But if you saw my reaction on my Instagram to the trailer, you know that I have some issues, as many people do, with the trailer. That was only the first trailer. There's a lot of things maybe I don't know yet, or we have to just give it the benefit of the doubt. But it's a Harry Potter movie, so it's going to be on my top 10 list. There's no doubting that. If there's Hogwarts in the movie, it's going to be on my top 10 list. I'm super excited to see Newt again, no matter what fashion. If I can see Eddie Redmayne as Newt, I will be happy. And if I can see more of Hogwarts on the big screen, I will be happy. I just will probably have a lot of issues with Mads Mikkelsen and how he looks nothing like Grindelwald. That's okay, though. At number 5, Nope. I think this is the one on my list that we know the least about, because we really only have a poster and who it's by. It's the new Jordan Peele movie. And that alone, I'm going to go see it. I'm there. I don't need to know. He could give me a single word about what the movie's about. He could give me just the poster, which we have. And we have that Daniel Kaluuya's in it. But I don't even need to know any of that. Just the fact that it is Jordan Peele doing another movie, his third movie, I'm already there. I loved Get Out. I loved Us. I am super excited for this because it seems like some new weird idea. Again, I really don't know much about it based off the poster, but with Jordan Peele, you always get a fresh idea. And I'm really excited to see what he does with this one. I don't know if it's going to be more sci-fi, if it's going to be still some horror. It could really be anything based on the one image that we have, but I'm already there. I am super excited for it. And that title is hilarious. Just what does that even mean? At number 4, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. I was really surprised when I saw the Part 1 because I think it's kind of weird to have a trilogy, but the second and third are Part 1 and Part 2. I don't know, but I'm really excited for it because if you saw my Spider-Man ranking video, you know that I loved Into the Spider-Verse. It blew me away and it was so fun and wacky, and I'm really excited for this one to be even wackier because, Miles is older and he's into his Spider-Man role even deeper now. And, I think they're bringing in Spider-Man 2099, I think it is. I'm just really excited to see what more they're going to bring into this and where this is going to go. Because honestly, it's one of those that could go anywhere. And now after having No Way Home, I'm so excited by all this. Let's just cross everything, As long as we get John Mulaney back as the Spider-Pig, though, I'll be okay. And speaking of the multiverse, at number 3, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We don't know too much again about this, but I think that's okay because this looks like it's going to be the weirdest movie to come out this year. I feel like after I watch it, I'm still not going to know quite what happened. I'm really excited because it is directed by Sam Raimi, and it is Marvel's first, I guess we could say, horror movie. Maybe it won't be a straight-up horror, but it's definitely going to be like horror-esque. And of course, we get the what if evil Doctor Strange, and the fact that Scarlet Witch is in it. There's a lot going into this movie already. We already have a trailer. It's kind of nuts that they already are putting what if into this. They already obviously had that planned, but everything's moving so fast, and this looks so weird. Phase 4 of Marvel is doing a lot of new stuff, and I'm cool with it. At number 2, Babylon. I'm really, really, really happy that this movie is going to exist. I thought it was going to come out last year, so I was super excited to put it on my list, and then it wasn't. It's coming out actually at the end of this year. But it's going to be starring Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is also a co-producer, and it is directed by Damien Chazelle, who did Whiplash and La La Land. And it's about the 1920s Hollywood going from silent movies to talkies. If you love movies, how are you not excited by this? I'm like so stoked. I think this is going to be awesome. Somebody said that it's supposed to be like The Great Gatsby on steroids, which, I mean, if you've seen The Great Gatsby by Baz Luhrmann, that movie's already on steroids. So, plus it seems like this is going to be a little bit of Singing in the Rain. So I'm just so excited for this movie. It definitely feels like the one that everybody's going to be like, oh, this is the new Hollywood handjob. But like, I don't care. Like, as a film person, just give me that. And at number 1, The Batman. It's kind of insane that in a year where we're getting Michael Keaton's Batman in the Flash movie, that's not the Batman news I'm excited for. Like, I'm definitely excited for that. But this looks so good because it looks like it's going to be the perfect blend between the old campy Batman movies like that Tim Burton, Joel Schumacher did, but also with Nolan's super realistic and dark look. It looks like it's going to be kind of the blend of that, which is good because you don't want too campy. You want to, have it be awesome and realistic. But Nolan's, while they're super realistic and great, and I love them, if you make it too realistic, you lose some of the iconicness, I think, of some of the villains, especially the ones that they're going to be doing in this one, which is the Riddler and Catwoman and Penguin. Robert Pattinson's take on this looks like it's going to be badass. He's apparently going to be in the Batman suit for like 70% of the movie. That scene where he's like, I'm vengeance, and then punches the guy like to the ground. They haven't shown us too much, and it just looks like angry Batman. And I'm excited that they're doing the Riddler because we haven't seen a realistic version of the Riddler yet. I wonder if he's actually going to ever don like the suit and hat and everything. But if he doesn't, that's okay. This looks like it's going to be really cool. I'm so excited for everybody in the cast for this. I definitely think it's going to be one of the best movies that comes out this year. And I said that last year about a few movies and they ended up not. But I have a feeling that this is definitely going to be really good. So those are my top 10 most anticipated. Let me know what you guys are really looking forward to this year in the comments below. There are actually a lot of good movies coming out this year. It was tough to sift through all of them and only pick 10 and then some honorable mentions. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out this year, guys. A lot of stuff that was postponed, and these certain big directors are finally coming out with their next one. I think it's going to be a really great year for movies. And look on Wikipedia or wherever, and just look up movies that are coming out that aren't the big sequels and blockbusters too, because there seems to be a lot of really great originals coming out as well. So let me know what you guys are excited for in the comments below, and we're going to have a really awesome year. I'm excited for it. Look forward to a couple other things coming out later this month. I'm going to be doing a review on the Harry Potter reunion, and also finally getting to my spoiler discussion with Jared about Spider-Man No Way Home. So look forward to all that this month. And as always, keep your hopes high, your stress low, and movies right in the middle. See you guys later.